Hello everyone, welcome to Study Online and welcome to Python Full Stack classes. Today happens to be the Python Full Stack. Could you people please tell me the day? Respond in the chat box. Guys, what is the day? No, I know it's Thursday. I'm just asking in Python Full Stack, what is the day? Very good. Don't you think it happens to be day 4? Yes or no? It's day 4 demo class. Today happens to be 15th December 2022. I know why many people missed today's class. That's what, if I start giving the recorded video, people will misuse that instead of using it properly. As you tell me, whatever the recorded video that I'm giving, is that useful or not useful? Please respond in the chat box. Is it useful or not useful? Useful. It doesn't mean that you should skip the class. Fine. As why I'm giving the recorded video, from tomorrow I'll tell you how you should access the recorded video via website as well as the mobile application. In tomorrow's class, I'll teach you that. But as of now, without wasting any more time, let me just go back to the screen. I would like to open Python full stack December batch. Day 3, I would like to open. Let me just quickly recap whatever I have done. In the yesterday's class, I have just shown the difference between Java and Python when it comes to a simple swapping of two program, that is swapping of two numbers. And history of languages is what I have told. Could you people please recollect the definition of assembler? Don't you think assembler is a system software which takes assembly level language as the input and it will produce the machine level language as the output? Okay, sir, what is compiler, sir? Compiler is also a system software which will take the high level language as the input and produces the machine level. Now think and answer. In order to convert the given high level language into machine level in 2022, that means in today's era, please tell me how many system softwares that are available in the market to convert the high level into machine level. How many softwares that are available? Very good. Do you think two softwares are available? Which are those, sir? Compiler and interpreter. When it comes to compiler, same. It will convert the given high-level language into machine level. But how it will convert? Could you people please do respond in the chat box? How it will convert? Don't you think it will convert in a single shot? It will convert in a single shot. Next. Interpreter is also a system software which will convert the given high level language into machine level language by executing line by line. And what is compilation, what is interpretation, everything you got to know. Let me just come back to the last topic of yesterday's class. Is Python a compiled language or interpreted language? In the interview, if they're asking, what should be your answer? Very good. Very good. I can see everybody are telling the proper answer. Very good. Don't you think it's both compiled and interpreted language? That means it is a hybrid programming language, but from the execution point of view, Python is interpreted programming language from the execution point of view. Now, please do respond in the chat box. Please be very prompt. Still time is there for you people. How many of them kept a separate notebook for Python full stack? And how many of them returned the notes from day 1 to day 4? If you would have written day 1 to day 3, not day 4, day 1 to day 3. If you would have written the notes, respond yes in the chat box. Let's see how many of them are writing the notes. So I'll not check. That's why, because this is not a LKG or UKG or this is not a 10th standard subject that I'm teaching, right? This is your career. Fine, then you should be very conscious about your career. Okay, now when it comes to day 4, let me just start with the brand new concept. I think already I have given the hint what I'll be teaching in today's class. When compared to C, when compared to Python, when compared to Java, which one is very fast? Could you people please do respond? Which one is very fast? Very good. C is very fast. Trust me, C is the very fastest programming language. After C, Python will come. After Python, Java will come. Is that clear? Based upon what kind of libraries that are used. Sir, why, sir? Right now, let's forget about Java. Let's forget about Java because I'm not here to teach Java. When it comes to Java class, 100% he'll take care about that. Uh, I hope many of them would have registered for Java sessions today, but unfortunately, the person who supposed to start the Java batch, his father is having some health issues. That's the reason he'll be starting from 21st December, this month itself. From 21st December, that is Wednesday. You can just check it out. 21st is a Wednesday. Instead of today, it will be started from Wednesday. Is that clear for everyone? Please do respond. I think many of them are asking, sir, when the Java full stack will start? It will start from 21st December, that is Wednesday. Don't worry, I'll send you the every link, all those things, I'll send it to you. Now, you have to think and tell me why Python is relatively slow when compared to C. This is the second question that might be asked in the interview. It's a very important question. 100% Python is slow when compared to C, but not a huge slow, relative slow. That means a small millisecond of slowness will be there when compared to C. Why, sir? If you ask me, let me just write you one diagram. Let me just write you one diagram. I'll just tell you diagram number one. Are you people able to see the diagram number one? Yes or no? Okay. When it comes to Python, forget about C for time being. When it comes to Python, you tell me, is that correct or not? Whatever the statement that I have written. Sir, what you have written, sir? See here. In case of Python programming language, if the high-level language code is given to Python compiler, then it will generate the bytecode. Later, that bytecode will be converted to machine-level language code by Python interpreter, which is nothing but a PVM, in order to get the output. That is why Python is relatively slow when compared to C. Sir, why, sir? Sir, what, sir? Because of this point, Python is relatively slow when compared to C, sir. 100% yes. In case of C, bytecode won't be generated. Is that clear? Directly, the given high-level language code will be converted into machine-level language code. That means only one step is going to happen in case of Python. That's the reason Python is relatively slow when compared to C. And C is relatively fast when compared to Python. Let me just show you the diagram number one. Just give me 1 minute. I'm just opening the diagram. I hope you people are not able to see the diagram still. Wait a minute, I'll just open that. Where is that? Give me 1 minute, guys. I think it's getting loaded. Okay. No, it's actually those diagrams are there in my hard disk. That's the reason just now I have connected my hard disk. Guys, you know how much what I can tell GB of Python or technical related stuff video is there in my laptop? Any idea for anyone? Forget about laptop. Usually I don't keep it in my laptop. It will be there in my personal hard disk. Any idea? Somebody might in your engineering days, fine. I know, fine. You would have kept something in GBs together, but in my hard disk, only technical related stuff is there. Any idea for anyone? How much amount of GB or TB? Let's take it in TB. Almost 8 to 10 TB of study related things, video or PDF, all those stuff are there. Okay, let me just display the diagram. Where is that diagram? Yes. Okay, are you people able to see the diagram? Respond yes or no in the chat box. Are you able to see it? I want a very quick response. This is diagram number one. Guys, this is pretty simple. Already I have explained. That's the reason I'm just showing you the diagram so that easily you'll understand. Okay, sir. How this diagram could explain Python is relatively slow when compared to C. Easily you can see if you write the code in C programming language, that is high level language, compiler will take. Which compiler will take, sir? C compiler will take the high level language code. You tell me, C compiler will take the high level language code in a single shot or line by line. I want you to respond. for this? In a single shot or line by line? Think and answer. Why? Because it's a compiler. Single shot. Later, in a single shot, it will generate the machine level language and loader software will come into picture. All those things you know that. I know here I haven't written loader. Loader software will come into picture and loader will load the data to a RAM. Ultimately, RAM and microprocessor will be connected and you'll be getting the output. But in case of Python, already people are aware that high level language code you'll be writing. That high level language code will be taken by Python compiler in a single shot and it will generate the bytecode in a single shot. Later, that bytecode will be taken line by line by PVM. Then PVM will load the data on the RAM. Then you will be getting the output. Don't you think? When it comes to first diagram, whatever you people are seeing, you tell me only one step is there from converting the high level language into machine level language. But when it comes to diagram number two, don't you think two steps are there? If it is two steps, don't you think it might take some amount of time? That is the reason Python is relatively slow when compared to C. Is that clear? So then everybody will start using C, sir. No, for developing the applications in the field of data science, machine learning, or artificial intelligence, or for developing web application, C doesn't support. That's the reason where C is used, if you ask me, where exactly speed matters a lot. That too in embedded, C will be used like anything. But when it comes to web application, all those things, Python will be used. Okay. Take the screenshot of this. Please be very quick. I hope you people would have taken the screenshot. Let me just come back to the notes. Now let me just write the points. You tell me whether you're able to understand or not. Okay, let me just write note point here. Okay. In case of C programming language, if the high level language code is given to C compiler, then it will generate the machine level language code, which can be executed to get the output. Here, only one step is there. Here, multiple steps are involved. That is the reason Python is relatively slow. Is that clear for everyone? Shall I proceed with the next example or next topic? Yes or no? Okay, great. Let me just go with the next topic. Observe properly. Please observe it because this topic is very important. We'll see how many of them will understand this topic. You just tell me the answer. I hope already I have given in the features of Python. What kind of language is Python? Is that platform dependent or platform independent? Think and answer. What kind of language is Python? Is platform dependent or independent? Platform independent. Platform independent. Very good. Now, when it comes to this topic, I'll not be writing the diagram from scratch. I'll just display the diagram and I'll just explain that so that easily you'll understand. First of all, to decide whether Python is platform dependent or independent, you should be aware of what is platform dependent, what is platform independent. Can someone tell me what is platform dependent in the chat box? Take your time. I'll be giving one minute of time. Take 1 minute of time and type. Sir, what, sir? 1 minute is not sufficient to type the definition, sir. Now, whenever you're texting with your crush, or if a girl texting with boy, or if a boy texting with girl, don't you think in a very fast manner you will text? That's the reason. Like that, you just text. And one more thing in the chat box, I'm not expecting you to text the exact word. Maybe how exactly you'll text in the WhatsApp. Some shortcuts. You can use that. What is platform dependent? What is platform independent? Take 1 minute of time and respond in the chat box. Very good. Okay, see, already you people are learning Python. Some of them in fifth sem. but still you can't define what is platform dependent, what is platform independent. You know that Python is platform independent, but you can't define platform dependent or independent. I'll explain properly. Listen. Yes, will that be fine if I show you on diagram so that easily you can tell me the definition of platform dependent? Shall I show you on diagram? Okay, great. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just show the diagram. Okay, are you people able to see the diagram? Yes or no in the chat box? Guys, you know how to write this diagram from scratch. Trust me, it will take 15 minutes of time. I don't want to waste that much amount of time in the class. I'll explain. You don't worry, 100% you'll understand the diagram. Whenever I display some diagram, don't look at completely. Wait until I start explaining the stuff, then you'll understand. Okay. Step by step, I'll explain. Assume that this is one computer. Assume that this box is one computer. This box is another computer. This box is one more computer. This box is one more computer. Next, inside computer, what is the main component? Could you people please tell me, if you consider a computer, what is the main component? If you consider a computer, what is the important component? Don't you think platform is very important? As whenever you want to purchase a computer, don't you think computer, laptop, or desktop, anything as such, you will look at the platform. Sir, what is the meaning of platform, sir? It is the combination of software plus hardware. Platform is a combination of software plus hardware. That means what kind of processor are you using defines the hardware. It might be RAM. I know RAM will be included as well as hard disk will be included, but your main concentration should be towards the processor that you are using in your computer. Similarly, when it comes to software, there might be so many software that will be available in your laptop, but always you have to see the operating system. That is very important. Is that fine? Now, please observe the diagram number one, that is computer number one. In computer number one, could you people please tell me what is the software that is being used? What is the software that is being used? I hope easily you can tell the answer. What is the software? Windows operating system. In computer number two, Linux operating system. Assume that in computer number three, again Windows operating system. In computer number four, Macintosh, that is Apple user. They might be using Mac operating system. Next, in all the computer, irrespective of the microprocessor that they might be using, they might be using any processor. It doesn't matter. Ultimately, operating system is very important. Operating system is very important. See here, platform equal to software plus hardware. In the first computer, Windows operating system, some microprocessor they might be using, it doesn't matter. Now we'll start explaining. Listen properly. Assume that they would have written a code in C++. Sir, what, sir? In case of C++ also like this, it will happen, sir, 100%. But right now, C++ they have changed. They have changed their working style. But initially, when they released in the market, instead of C++, will that be fine if I take C? You please tell me the answer. Instead of C++, maybe some of them might be getting confused if I take C++. Shall I take C programming language? That easily you can also understand. That's the reason. Okay, I'll be taking C. Why? Because that's how still C programming language is being used. That's the reason. If you consider C programming language, you'll be writing a high-level code as a developer. Once you write the high-level code as a developer, C compiler will take the high-level code in a single shot. It will generate the machine-level language code. In other words, we'll call it as binary code. Like this, binary code will be generated. Using the help of loader, that binary code will be loaded on the RAM and it will be given to the microprocessor. You'll be getting the output. No doubt about that. In computer number one, developer is working. Now, please listen. When you join the company, or if you're working on some project, will you share your source code to anyone? Yes or no? Because ultimately, if you're working in teams, you have to share, no doubt about that. But will you share your source code every time? For example, you have developed, okay, forget about the application or the project that you'll be working when you join the company. Is there anybody in the class who is having the source code of WhatsApp, source code of Instagram, source code of Facebook? Do you have that? Yes or no in the chat box? Do you have the source code? Do you know the code part that has been written for WhatsApp? Have you seen that? No, right? Nobody will be posting. Yes or no? Correct. Nobody will be posting the source code, right? Next, previously what they used to do in C, directly they'll not be sending the source code. Rather, they'll be sending the converted machine level language code. Now tell me, this machine level language code has been generated from high level language code, no doubt about that. But in which platform? In which platform it got generated? Could the people please do a response? In which platform it got generated? Don't you think Windows operating system it got generated? Windows operating system. If the machine level language code has been generated in Windows operating system, then if you share that machine level language to any computer that has been connected via internet or LAN or whatever it may be, then it will work in that operating system itself. It will not work in any operating system. That is the reason I have written tick marks here. If you give this machine level language code to computer 3, computer 3 will be working fine. That means you'll be able to get the output. Why, sir? Why? Because computer 3 is using Windows operating system. In Windows operating system only this machine level language code got generated. If you give this machine level language code to computer which is using Linux operating system, that is Linux operating system, trust me, machine level language code is platform dependent. That means platform dependent means in which platform that has been generated. In the same platform only you should use. In different platform, it should not be used or it cannot be used. Is that clear? Is that clear? Please do respond. That is the reason in computer number 2 and computer number 4, you are not able to see the output. This is only technically called as platform dependent. Best example, right now C++, they have changed their working style, but C is the best example for platform dependent. Is that clear for everyone? Yes, definition part I'll take care. You don't worry about that. Are you able to understand platform dependent? What is platform dependent? Yes or no in the chat box? I hope it's diagram number 2. Are you able to understand, guys? I want a very quick response from your side. Don't take much time to respond. If you generate the machine level language code, it should be used in the same platform where it got converted. In different platform, it will not work. That is only called as platform dependent. I hope you would have taken the screenshot. Now, let me just do one thing. Let me just go back to the notes. I'll give you the definition of platform dependent. Okay, sir, what is platform dependent, sir? When it comes to platform dependent, I can just tell like this. Observe. If a program is compiled in one operating system and if it is executed only in same operating system, then it is referred as platform dependent programming language. That's it. If a program is compiled in one operating system, it might be anything. For example, machine level language code that got generated, it might be because of Linux operating system. Then it will work in all Linux operating system computer. It will not work in Windows or Macintosh. I hope everybody are able to understand what is the meaning of platform dependent programming language. Best example for this happens to be C and C++. And one more thing you have to remember in this diagram number 2, machine level language code is platform dependent. So next what, sir? I would like to explain platform independent. What is platform independent? Let me just show you the diagram number 3. I'll just tell diagram number 3. I'll take exactly 2 to 3 minutes to wind up. At least when it comes to platform independent. Shall I write the ulta definition of this? Sir, what ulta definition, sir? Like this, I'll write. You just tell me whether it is correct or not. If a program is compiled in one operating system and if it is executed in any operating system, it doesn't matter. Then it is called as platform independent. Yes or no? The diagram I'll display, you don't worry about that. But look at the definition. Same definition, some small alteration is what I have done. If a program is compiled in one operating system and if it is possible to execute in any operating system, then it is called as platform independent programming language. Best example for platform independent programming language happens to be Java and Python. Is that clear? Best example, Java and Python. Next what, sir? I'll display diagram number 3. You please observe diagram number 3. I'll explain in detail so that you'll understand. Let me just display the diagram. Okay. I know you might be getting confused by seeing the diagram in a single shot. I'll explain. Please give me some time so that I can just explain in detail. Some portion of diagram already you have seen. Okay, are you people able to see the diagram number 3? Yes or no in the chat box? Are you able to see diagram number 3? Okay. Now please observe computer number 1, computer number 2, computer number 3, computer number 3, 4. You tell me in computer number 1, what is the operating system that they are using? What is the operating system that they are using? Computer number 1, Windows operating system. Computer number 2, Linux operating system or Linux. Computer number 3, again Windows. Computer number 4, Macintosh operating system. In case of Python, if you consider as a developer, you'll be writing the high-level language code. Later, that high-level language code will be taken by Python compiler. In a single shot, it will generate the bytecode. That bytecode will be given to PVM. Then PVM will convert the given data into machine-level language code. Next, it will be given to microprocessor. You'll be able to get the output. Ultimately, this time they decided, anyhow, we'll not be sharing the high-level language code or source code. Let's share bytecode. Why bytecode, sir? You tell me, guys. They could have shared machine level language code itself once they got generated. Why they haven't sent? Because don't you think machine level language code is platform dependent? Will you agree with my point? That is what I have explained in the previous diagram. Machine level language code is platform dependent. Yes or no? That is the reason what they thought. Okay, instead of sending the machine level language code, let's send bytecode. Let's send whatever the bytecode that has been generated to other computer. Why, sir? Why? Because don't you think many computers will be connected via internet or LAN or whatever it may be. If you send the bytecode, this bytecode will be taken by computer number 2, computer number 3, computer number 4. Next, ultimately that bytecode will be taken by PVM. Now PVM will convert. That is what the duty of PVM, right? Take the bytecode, convert it into machine level language code. Now the important point is what I'm gonna tell. Please think and answer. In case of this PVM, there will be a separate PVM for Windows operating system. Don't you think this PVM belongs to Windows operating system? Yes or no in the chat box? Whatever the PVM that people are saying, it belongs to Windows operating system. Yes or no? PVM belongs to Windows. Here also, PVM belongs to Windows. PVM belongs to Windows. Now, you should think and answer. Somewhere here, I'll write. Okay. Now, please tell me, what about this PVM? Do you think this PVM belongs to Windows or this PVM belongs to Linux operating system? Very good. It belongs to Linux operating system. Similarly, if you consider this PVM of Macintosh, this will be having Macintosh PVM, Mac PVM. Sir, what, sir? Whenever we are downloading Python, that is automatically PVM will come if you download Python. That means for Windows, different Python version you have to download. For Linux, different Python version you have to download. For Macintosh, different Python version you have to download. But the beauty of PVM is, although it is platform dependent or independent, PVM, trust me, it is platform dependent. That means, but one beauty is there with PVM. Sir, what is the beauty of PVM, sir, that you're telling? You give any bytecode, it will convert. The bytecode might be generated using any of the operating system, it doesn't matter. But the beauty of Linux PVM, the beauty of Macintosh PVM, or the beauty of Windows PVM is such that you give any bytecode that has been converted in any programming language, any operating system, it doesn't matter. It will convert it into high level machine level language and it will give it to RAM. Same thing. Anyhow, Windows, we need not to worry because already it will work and 100% will work, no doubt about that. But in this case also, this will work. Why? Because PVM of Linux is capable of converting the bytecode that got generated by different operating system into machine level language code, and it will be given to RAM. Now tell me, this is only called as ORA. Sir, what is ORA, sir? You write only once the code, run anywhere. See here, write once, run anywhere. That's what I have written. Here also you'll get the output, here also you'll get the output, here also you'll get the output. You please write once, the WO, run anywhere. In any operating system you want, you run that. That means Python can be called as ORA, write once, run anywhere. Now tell me, if you look at Python, Is that platform dependent programming language or platform independent programming language? Think and answer. Is that platform dependent or platform independent? Very good. See, you're only telling the answer. It is platform independent programming language. Is that clear? And clearly I have written, guys, machine level language code is platform dependent, C++ platform dependent, bytecode platform independent, because it will work in every platform. Python is platform independent, but PVM, although it might be having a special feature of converting any bytecode into machine level language code, PVM is platform dependent. So on what basis you will tell PVM is platform dependent, sir? Why? Because it is not a generalized PVM that you will be downloading for every operating system. No, I'll show it to you. Whenever you download Python, Python for Windows, Python for Macintosh, Python for Linux is what you have to download. That one I'll explain in the next topic. Is that clear, guys? Now tell me, how many of them understood diagram number 3? If you're able to understand completely, respond yes in the chat box. Respond yes in the chat box. As I want everyone to respond. If it is no means, respond no itself. It's okay, no issues. But trust me, if you would have concentrated, 100% you would have understood. No doubt about that. Take the screenshot of diagram number 3. Please be very quick. Don't waste your time. I hope you have taken the screenshot. If you would have taken the screenshot, let me just come back to the notes. Now read the definition. I hope easily you can understand, right? If a program is compiled in one operating system, it might be any operating system, it doesn't matter. And if it is executed in any operating system, then it is referred as platform independent. Best example, Java will also work in the same way. Python will also work in the same way. And some of the note points I'll give. Okay, sir, which note points you'll give, sir? Let me just give those note points. I'll just tell note. In case of Python, initially the high-level language code will be converted into bytecode by Python compiler. Later, this bytecode will be converted into machine-level language code by PVM. In case of platform independent programming language, it will support ORA. What is ORA? Write once, run anywhere. If somebody is asking in the interview, what is ORA property of Python? It is pretty simple. You explain this diagram number 3, whatever I have explained. That's it. Sir, we can write once, we can run anywhere. That is only called as ORA property. And irrespective of the bytecode that got generated with different operating system, other operating system PVM is capable of converting the given bytecode into machine level language code. That is the reason we'll tell write once, run anywhere. Is that clear for everyone? Shall I proceed further? Yes, please do respond. Shall I proceed further? Okay. Now, I hope when it comes to my teaching style, already some of them got the clarity. Guys, do you think directly I jump into the advanced topic, or do you think I'm teaching from scratch? You tell me the answer. Do you think I'm teaching from scratch, that too step by step, or directly I'm jumping into some advanced concept? Which one I'm doing? And I think step by step from scratch I'm teaching. When it comes to Python, already somebody would have learned some 10% or 5% of Python. That's what you will feel. But trust me, not even a 1 or 2% you would have learned. That's the fact. You tell me, when it comes to execution of a Python program, how many ways are there to execute a Python program? Any idea for anyone? How many ways are there? Execution of a Python program. How many ways are there? It need not to be Python. It might be Java. Same. 3 ways are there to execute a Python program. So which are those, sir? Online editors. You can search it in Google. You go to Google, search Python online compiler. That is what I have done in day 1, day 2 while executing a Python code, right? I don't know whether you have observed or not. But have you observed that? When it comes to execution of a Python program, I have used the first way in day 1, day 2 class, but nobody will use that. Just for fast, or if you don't have any editor, or ideally, then you just go for online editor. If you haven't installed Python in your laptop, if not, install Python. I'll teach you how to install Python. Once you install Python, automatically there will be something given by Python. What is it, sir? Integrated development learning environment of Python. There is Python IDLE will be a will be a default editor given by Python. Python IDLE automatically it will come. You need not to do anything. Automatically it will come. Sir, how, sir? I want to see it, sir. I'll show it to you. Why you worry about that? Next, third one. Just look at the third one. You can use the IDEs that are available in the market. You might be using the basic IDE, you might be using the advanced IDE, you might be using the moderate IDE. It doesn't matter. Python is very important. Guys, don't you think If I write one Python program, here also same output, here also same output, here also same output. But some extra activities you can do with some of the editors. That's it. Yes or no? When it comes to this class, I'll be teaching 6 editors that are used in the industry. Some company might be using Sublime Text, some company might be using PyCharm, some company might be using Anaconda, some company might be using Spider, some company might be using Atom, some company might be using Edit Plus, some company might be using IntelliJ, some company might be using Visual Studio. It doesn't matter. All those things I'll be teaching in class. But as of now, already you have seen this. This one I would like to show. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no? So what about this one, sir? Maybe in tomorrow's class, I'll tell you how to install Sublime Text and how to practice the Python program. Okay. Because whenever it comes to installation, you should be very careful and you have to listen properly. Then only you'll understand. Installation of Python. Sir, what we have to do, sir, in order to install Python, if you ask me? First of all, you have to go for the official website of Python. Sir, what is the official website of Python, sir? The official website of Python happens to be, observe, www.python.org. If you want to see the official documentation, any update regarding to Python, like how if there is any update in Instagram, you go to Play Store, you'll update. If you want any update that you want to get updated regarding Python, you please visit the official website of Python. Can I expect everyone to type in the chat box of official website? Type the official website in the chat box. Go ahead. Take your time. Please take your time. www.python.org. Very good. Very good. I hope from now onwards you'll not forget that particular website. Let me just go back to the browser. In the browser, guys, you know what is the meaning of browser, right? You open Google Chrome, you open Opera Mini, you open Internet Explorer, or you open Mozilla Firefox, whatever may be the browser you use, type it. Sorry, I think I haven't copied properly. Okay, I'll just type it. www.python.org. Click enter, click enter. If you click on enter, how many of them are able to see there is a section called as documentation? There is a section called as documentation. In that documentation, click on Python docs. If you want to learn Python on your own, you can learn. Official documentation is there. You can just download the official documentation of Python and you can just read that. Is that clear? Please do respond, guys. You can just read the official documentation of Python. If you wish, you can read that. Let me just do your research on that, because anyhow you'll be joining the course. I'll be explaining in detail. You please hover the mouse on download section. Under download section, there is something called as download for Windows. Automatically, they'll be giving the chance for Windows operating system. You click on that. You click on that. It will be asking where to download. Download on desktop or wherever you want. Hardly it will be around some 20 MB file. That's it, not more than that. Already Python is there in my laptop. That's the reason again I'll not be installing. Sir, I am using Macintosh, sir. Click on Macintosh. Download this Python version. See here, Python releases for Macintosh. Click on this. It will be downloaded. See here, come down, come down. Just click on this one. Automatically it will be downloaded. Is that clear, guys? I hope it's clear for everyone how to download for Macintosh. Similarly, if you're using Linux operating system, click on other platform and download for that. I hope downloading Python should not be a very difficult task. 90% of the people are using Windows is what I feel. Is there anyone who is using Linux operating system or Macintosh or something like that? Can you respond in the chat box? Sir, I'm not using Windows, sir. I'm using different operating system. Can you respond in the chat box? If you're getting any confusion or doubt while downloading that, you have my WhatsApp number, right? You please ping me or you please give me a call. I'll guide you how to install Python. Is that clear? Sir, I want to check whether Python is installed in my laptop or not, sir. If you want to check whether Python is installed or not, you have to go for command prompt. If people know how to go for command prompt, you know how to go for command prompt. It's pretty simple, right? Just press Windows R, CMD, Windows R, CMD. Command prompt will be open like this, just to make sure that whether Python is installed in my laptop or not. Already Python is available. Sir, installation isn't a difficult task, sir? No, guys. I'll double click on this. I'll show it to you. Upgrade now. If you want, you can just upgrade now. I'll just click on upgrade now. I don't, I don't want to upgrade because some of the dependency is there in my laptop. That's the reason. You please click on next, next, next. That's it. Don't change anything. Is that clear for everyone? Guys, don't do any extracurricular activities. Just click on next, next, next. Where everybody will be able to see Python in your laptop. If you're facing any issue, just give me a call or please send me the error screenshot that you people are able to see. Okay. Now, how to check Python is installed or not? In my laptop, either you can type Python. See here, go to command prompt, type Python, press enter. See here, only thing in my laptop already on October 24th, 2022, the latest version of Python that I have downloaded. Either you type Python and just check whether this particular thing will be displayed or not. And if you want, you can just use Python here itself. For example, you want to print something on the console directly. You just will print study online, print study online, press enter. Study online got printed on the console. Similarly, you want to print the added data of 10 plus 20. You got 30, something like that. You can just check, or you can type py. That is also possible. See here, you please type py shortcut. Same thing. You type Python or py. Ultimately, if Python is successfully installed in the laptop, you should be able to see this. Is that clear for everyone? Let me just come back to the notes. Where is the notes? Day 4, right? Where is day 4? Yes. Now tell me, guys, installation part, is that difficult or easy? Respond in the chat box. Is it a huge task to download or install Python, or is it a smallest task? It's very easy, right? Once you install Python, go to command prompt. There is by clicking on Windows plus R. In command prompt, you type what you should type. Either you type Python or you type py and just check whether Python is installed or not. Is that clear for everyone? How to install Python? That's pretty simple. Trust me, it's pretty simple. Sir, what about versions of Python, sir? Directly, I'll just give you the notes so that easily you'll be able to understand. Nobody will be asking in the interview, tell me the versions of Python, but you should be aware of that. Officially in 1991, February 20th, that's what the birthday of Python. It got released to the market and they were using some beta versions. Afterwards, what they did, officially 1.0 version got introduced in the month of January 1994. Similarly, Python 2.0 version got introduced in the month of October 2000. Next, till now, we are in the 3.0 era. Only thing, just know if you observe the, what is the version? 3.11.1. 3.11.1. Let's write it. Python 3.11.1. What is today's month? I think December 2022. Don't you think after next year, it might be around 3.12, something like that. It might change. But from when we started to use 3.0 version or 3 version, if you ask me, from December 2008. Is that clear for everyone? You should be aware of this one. That's it. Not aware of which version got introduced in which year, but at least have some knowledge about when 3.0 version or 3x version came into picture. Is that clear? Shall I proceed further? If you respond, I'll proceed further. If you respond yes, I'll proceed further. When it comes to flavors of Python, there are so many flavors of Python, but I would like to write the main 5 flavors of Python. Okay, sir, which are those 5 flavors of Python, sir? Like this, it is there. C Python, or some of them might be calling it as Python. You can just call it as Python also, or C Python. It is a standard flavor of Python which you can use with C program. As I hope in the features of Python, I have told Python is having a feature called as embedded. Embedded means you can merge or you can connect or you can integrate a Python code with C. That is only called as C Python or Python. Similarly, you can integrate Python with Java. That is only called as JPython or Jython. You can integrate Python with C hash or .NET, that is called as Iron Python. You can integrate Python with Ruby, that is called as Ruby Python. And if you are using Python for large volume data processing, that is only called as Anaconda Python. Sir, what, sir? Different versions we have to download, sir? No. You download the same Python. But it can be used as different versions. That's it. Is that clear? You need not to download a separate Python and all. You download only one Python. That's it. Like from this official website. Trust me, you will not be encountering this situation as a fresher, but just for your knowledge sake, I'm just giving that. Is that clear? Shall I proceed further? Please do respond. Shall I proceed further? Okay, great. Now, when it comes to execution of a Python code, there are two modes. Okay, sir, which are those two modes of execution in Python, sir? First one, script mode. Second one, interactive mode. First one, script mode. Second one, interactive mode. Okay, sir, how does this script mode will work? How does this interactive mode will work, sir? Already you people would have seen interactive mode. Trust me, already you would have seen interactive mode. Script mode, I'll explain. Okay. Guys, this is what the scenario is. Write a program to print study online, and this is the first one. Write a program, first point, to print study online. Second task, to add 340 and 230. To add 340 and 230. Next one, to subtract 300 and 200. Now tell me, you know what is the output, right? Yes or no? Do you know what is the output? If this task is given, that to write a program to print all those things using both script mode and interactive mode. Sir, how to do it, sir? I'll take care. Why will worry about that? I'll take care about this. Guys, is that clear? First, let me explain what is script mode. Let me explain what is interactive mode. And this will be the last topic of today's class. That means if I explain script mode and if I explain interactive modes, that's it. So we can just halt the technical discussion of today's class. That's the reason I want everybody's attention for next 10 minutes. Can I have your attention for next 10 minutes? A complete attention. Yes or no in the chat box? Okay, great. Observe properly. You tell me, guys, what is the meaning of script? If somebody is telling, I have a script for movie, I have prepared a movie script, come, I have a script for a drama or skit. What does that mean? Don't you think already they would have recorded somewhere? Already they would have written in detail. The only thing is they have to just perform or execute that. That's it. Yes or no? Within a file or within a sheet of paper, everything would be recorded. That is only called a script. That means what is script mode? If somebody is asking, your answer should be, if a Python program is being saved within a file in the form of a script with the extension .py, ultimately a Python file means the extension will be .py, within a form of a file as a script, and later if it is executed by PVM, then it is referred as script mode. Sir, we are not able to understand anything, sir. I'll explain. Why you worry about that? I'll explain. But as of now, definition wise, are you able to understand? If the Python program is being saved within a file, file means it might be any file. You can take any file with the extension .py. And if you write a script inside the file, later if you give that script to the PVM, how to give it to PVM also I will tell. Simply if you tell PVM take this, it will not take. You have to use some command to make sure that PVM will come and pick your file where exactly you have written. Then technically it is referred as script mode. So what is interactive mode, sir? If you ask me, as interactive mode is pretty simple. If we execute Python program directly using PVM via command prompt, then it is referred as interactive mode. See, if we execute Python program directly using PVM via command prompt, then it is referred as interactive mode. Now tell me, already you people would have learned about this. As this part, I'll do it at last. Okay. Please tell me, already you people would have seen how to execute a Python program directly using PVM via command prompt. Could you people please tell me the command for that? Could you people please tell me the command to call? Command to call PVM. What is the command to call PVM? As soon as I tell some command, don't you think Python got displayed? What is the command? Just now you have seen couple of minutes back. I think some 5 minutes back you have seen. What is the command to call PVM? Very good, guys. Very good. Python. Either you telling capital letter, small letter, everything it will take. You tell Python or py. That's it. Go to command prompt. I'll just go to command prompt. Are people able to see the command prompt? Observe. Windows R CMD. I'll go to command prompt. I type Python. Sir, if I type like this, will I be getting the output, sir? See, 100% if you type capital P, small p, it doesn't matter. Now what I'll do, I would like to print something. Sir, what will print, sir? I'll just print. Welcome to Python full stack PFS course. Welcome to PFS course. PFS means Python full stack course. If you press enter, you are not saving this data anywhere, guys. If you close this, data will be gone. Data will be gone. You are not saving it somewhere. Directly you're executing by calling PVM. How you call PVM? By telling Python or py. That's it. If you press enter, you'll get the output. See here, if you press enter, you got the output. Welcome to PFS course, that is Python full stack course. Similarly, you want to perform addition, right? Maybe for example, you want to perform addition between 300 and 200. You perform like this, you got the output. Similarly, you want to perform subtraction, right? 300 minus 200, you got your output. That's it. Now tell me, are you people able to understand how to use Python in interactive mode? Yes or no in the chat box? How many of them are able to understand? Are you people able to understand? Okay, great, great, very good. So what about script mode, sir? Please explain script mode, sir. 100% I'm going to explain script mode. What is there in that? Let me just take the example. Same example only I'll take. Now, this time what I'll do, I would like to share you the screen. I hope the screen is visible for everyone. Please do let me know whether people are able to see the screen or not. I'll just share you that. I think so many windows I have opened. Let me just close all those windows. Okay, great. Are you people able to see the desktop? I hope now you people are able to see the desktop, right? Now what I'll do, inside Python full stack December, day 1, day 2, day 3 notes is there. Like how notes is there, I would like to create a folder called as programs. From now onwards, every program that will be discussed in your batch will be placed here itself. Inside a folder called as programs, I would like to create a new file. Now what I'll do, it's a normal text file. But I would like to save it as a Python file. So how does you save a normal text file as Python file, sir? The file name happens to be demo. Please tell me the extension of Python. Guys, if it is a text file, .txt. If it is Python, what should be the extension? You tell me the answer. What will be the extension? Don't you think .py will be the extension? That's it. You press enter. Are you sure you want to change? Yes. As soon as I told py, don't you think previously it was text document? Now it is py file, that is Python file. It has been converted to Python file. Now you open that file. Once you open that file, just open using any of the things, but let me just open using normal notepad. Open with, I don't have notepad here. Let me just open using Python itself. See, guys, are you able to see? Open using Python. I'll click on OK. Let me just close this as well. Or else I'll just do one thing. I'll just create a new file. Yes, it got displayed now. So I think previously it was getting hanged, I guess. That's the reason. Now please do observe. Let me just copy the same code. Come back, paste. Now, instead of getting the output in the same line, instead of doing the interactive mode, I'm just using script mode. That means I'm just recording my code somewhere else within a file name called as demo.py. Now, in a single shot, you'll get the output. If I save, no issues. I would like to close. I have closed. See, I have closed this. You please tell me, Where is my Python file? Where is my Python file available? Don't you think it is available within desktop, under desktop, Python full stack batch? That is one folder. Inside that, one more folder called as program. Inside that, demo.py. Yes or no? Please do respond yes or no in the chat box. That is where my Python file is available. Now you go back to command prompt. You please go back to command prompt. You go to that path, then execute. Sir, how to go to the path, sir? I'll just tell cd desktop, inside desktop, Python full stack, December 12th batch. Guys, you know what is the meaning of cd? Change directory. That's it. I'll get inside programs folder. Now I would like to execute. Now tell me how many of them are able to understand this methodology. If you feel this methodology is a bit difficult, usually I will not do this. Sir, what we should do, sir? What you should do if you ask me, where exactly that file is there? Click here. No. If you're not able to understand, guys, what I did, I'll tell you. I'm in desktop. That means I have to take my control from desktop inside the Python full stack, inside programs, and I have to give my control to demo file so that it will execute. Correct, right? That's what I have done. So yeah, you go to command prompt. Right now it is there in C drive. I'll change it to desktop. From desktop, there is a file called as Python full stack December 12th patch. Inside that, programs folder is there. Now I can see my file. Sir, where, sir? If I tell directory, don't you think I'm able to see my file? Demo.py, which got created a couple of minutes back. Correct, right? Sir, who will do all this, sir? Directly do one thing. Go to that file path. Click here. Type CMD. Click on enter. Automatically, it will take you to that particular path. Now, is that clear for everyone? Yes or no in the chat box? Is that clear for everyone? So I want your response. Now, how to call PVM? Let's look at the definition, what they're telling for script mode. If the Python program is being saved, yes, I have saved within a file called as demo.py with the extension .py, and later if it is executed by PVM, then it is called as script mode. Ultimately, using PVM only, we have to execute. This time, simply if you tell Python, simply PVM will be getting called. But I should inform PVM, please go to a file called as demo.py and execute and give me the output. Like that, I should tell. That's the reason I know the command to call PVM, Python or py, whatever you want to tell. Space. What is the file name? What is the file name? Demo.py. With extension, you have to tell. Then if you press enter, PVM will get inside demo.py and it will execute the Python code. If it is any error, it will display error. And if it has to execute the code, it will execute. Here, if I press enter, but I think same output is what I got. Welcome to PFS course 500. Are you able to understand? Yes or no in the chat box? Please be very quick in responding. Are you able to understand? Guys, please don't take the same path. In your laptop, the path will be different. No one I'm telling. Is that fine? In your laptop, the path might be different. And demo.py is the file name. Within this file, you might have written the logic. Where is the logic? Demo.py, where is demo.py? I hope it is available here. Let me just copy that. Close, minimize, paste it here. Now I would like to write one diagram. Just tell me whether people are able to understand the diagram or not. Sir, where will write, sir? Diagram number. Could you people tell me the last diagram of today's class? I think it's diagram number. I don't remember the number. Okay, diagram number 4. Yes, diagram number 4. I'll write diagram number 4. Wait for 1 minute. I'll just display the diagram. Guys, please be very frank. Are you able to understand or not? Yes or no in the chat box? Are you able to understand? No, I don't know why, because I'm not seeing your face. Okay, how many of them are able to see the diagram number 4? Yes or no in the chat box? Are you able to see diagram number 4? Sir, what is there in diagram number 4, sir? Look at the script mode. Whatever I have explained, same thing in the diagrammatical manner I have written. So how you have written, sir? You only observe. If you observe, initially in every laptop or computer, operating system will be having the line of control. That line of control should be given to PVM. That is the reason I'm calling a command called as Python. Here, I'm calling a command called as Python. It need not to be Python. You can just call Python or py, anything that you wish. That's purely up to your wish. Later, you should have created a Python file. Maybe in my case, I have created a file. What is the file name that I have given in my case? The only thing I have given the file name happens to be demo.py. Yes or no? And I have written 3 lines of code. My Python file name happens to be demo.py. I'll reduce the font size. Don't worry about that. Demo.py is what the file name that I have given. And if I want to give the control to demo.py, first of all, I should tell Python space demo.py. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no in the chat box? Python space demo.py. You could have used capital D, small d, doesn't matter. Maybe I have used capital D. That's the reason I'm using the same thing here also. Python space demo.py. Then line by line execution will happen and you'll get the output. This is script mode. Whatever you people are seeing right now, right? That is only called a script mode. So then what is interactive mode, sir? Operating system will be having the line of control. If you want to take the line of control and give it to PVM, and directly if you want to see the output on the console without saving it somewhere else, if you close the command prompt, that's it, gone. The data is gone. Then directly type Python or py. That's it. Are you able to understand diagram number 4? Yes or no in the chat box? If it is yes, take the screenshot. If it is no, also take the screenshot. Yes, I hope from scratch I'm teaching. Guys, if a single person would have thought, I know many people will be like, sir, directly start from list to set to tuple a dictionary. If a single person in YouTube would have thought, like how the content that I'll be teaching when it comes to the advanced topic of Python, that is list or dictionary or string, you bring to my notice, I'll do whatever you will tell. Okay. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Let me just go back to the notes. There is the notes, yes. Will you download Python today itself? And will you do this assignment? Yes, can I expect you to do this assignment? Shall I give it as an assignment? Is it a very difficult task? The assignment whatever I have given. Should tell me, is it a very difficult task? No, right? Same thing what I have done above. You please replace welcome to Python full stack course with study online. Instead of 300, 200, you please change it to 340, 230. Instead of 300, 200, let it be 300, 200 itself. And execute in both script mode as well as interactive mode. Sir, what, sir? Like a school kid will be giving the assignment. I'm not saying you to do it compulsorily. If you wish that you want to learn something, as this one I have done in the class. There is nothing much different that you could do it and you could execute and you could get the output. But if you could solve the assignment, whatever I have given, then you feel that yes, somewhat you have understood. Is that clear for everyone? I hope it's clear. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, I'll be starting the exact content of Python. That is keywords in Python, reserved words in Python, identifiers in Python, advanced data type, all those things I'll be teaching. Is that clear? So today what you have taught, sir? Script mode, interactive mode. As today I thought of teaching again extra 10 minutes concept, but first of all, you should install Python in your laptop. Then only you'll understand next upcoming topics. Then it's of no use. Is that fine? Sir, still you haven't taught Python ideally, sir. In tomorrow's class, I'll teach. Will that be fine? I'll teach. Why? Because anyhow, we have downloaded Python, right? It's not a very big deal for me to teach Python ideally. That I'll teach Python ideally. After Python ideally, I'll go with the Sublime Text. Later, I'll go with Python. Every editor I'll use. Okay. Execution of Python program I have taught. And platform dependent, what is platform independent, all those things I have taught. And why Python is relatively slow when compared to C also I have taught. Guys, this is just a demo classes. That's the reason. I know many of them will not listen if I talk for 1.5 hours. Guys, will you sit if I take the class for 1.5 hours to 2 hours? Please be genuine. Sir, if you're taking, we are ready to sit for 1.5 hours to 2 hours, sir. Respond. Let me see the response from your side. No. Why is that so boring? No. Going ahead, I'll take 1 hour, 15 minutes to 1.5 hours. Okay. Why? Because you should get adjusted to my style of teaching, as well as you should get adjusted to online classes as well. That's very important. Wait for a minute. Wait for a minute. Meanwhile, you can just read the definition of script mode and interactive mode. I'll give you the attendance link, so you can just fill your attendance. Give me 1 minute of time. Where is this attendance link? Yeah. Don't get exited from the session, and later please don't ask. Sir, give me the attendance link. Wait for 1 minute. Fine, 1 hour is enough, means no issues. But daily, don't expect me to take exact 1 hour. It is purely based upon the topic. Is that fine for everyone? It is purely based upon the topic, guys. No one I'm telling. And later, don't complain, sir. You told 1 hour, but you're taking 1 hour, 15 minutes. And going ahead, it might be from Monday to Saturday also. It depends on your schedule as well. Fine. Wait a minute. Where is this? Okay, I have created that. Let me just share you that. It's day 4 attendance, right? Yes, day 4 attendance. You tell me, what should be the cheat code of today's class? What should be the what might be the cheat code, or what should I give? You tell me the answer. Yes, cheat code. No, what should be the cheat code? Can you just give me some idea? Okay, extension of Python 5. Extension of Python 5. What is the extension of Python 5? Could you respond? .py, .java, .c. You select the option. I'll not tell the answer. If you have any queries, you can just ask in the queries section. And one more thing, today I'll be sending you the admission details. I think still I haven't sent you the admission details in WhatsApp, right? I think many people are asking. Today I'll send you the admission details. You can just start doing your admission. And if not, you can wait till tomorrow also, because till Sunday you have time. But after Sunday, no excuses. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Where is this attendance link? Okay, guys. Are you people able to see the attendance link in the chat? Just observe properly. Just now I have sent. No, just check it out. Just now I have sent. Are you able to see the attendance link? I want everyone to give the attendance, and tomorrow will be the last demo session. That is the reason I'm planning to take 1 hour, 30 minutes. Will that be fine for everyone? No one I'm informing. It is not a shocker for everyone. No one I'm informing. Why? Because I'll try to teach as much as technical topics of Python. Let me cover some very, very important topics of Python. And tomorrow I'll be taking not 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes I'll be taking. No one I'm informing. Okay. And please join the class at 6:30. Still, I can see many people are getting joined at 6:35, all those things. Guys, don't you think I'll start the class in my laptop? If it is 6:30, I'll start the class. Maximum 6:31. That's it. Not 6:35, 6:40, 6:45. Something that I'll not start. That's why, because you tell me, you think and tell me. If I'm giving 1 hour, if I'm giving 1 hour for you people, it is only my 1 hour. But if there are 100 students, you tell me, I have to give respect for 100 hours. Yes or no? I'm taking 1 hour from one person. Means if there are 100 students, don't you think I have to give value for those 100 hours? 100 hours means is a very huge time, right? Guys, are you not able to see the link? Just now I have sent. Now, if you would have done with your assignment, you can just drop off from the session. Tomorrow, exactly same credentials. You can join. 6:30, the class will start. Okay. I hope everybody would have given the attendance. Let me just check how many of them would have given. Still, 20 people are yet to give the attendance. I don't know why you haven't given the attendance. Guys, please give as soon as possible. Tomorrow, 6:30 to 7:45, I take. Okay. Do attend tomorrow's last class. And those who have attended tomorrow, I just take your attendance. And if you don't want to join the course, and fine, well and good, you will get the participation certificate. If you want to join the course after tomorrow's class, please ping me to my WhatsApp number. 100% you can join this course. And you know what are the advantages, all those things. Tomorrow I'll tell you how to access the video from the website. All those things I'll talk in tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Tomorrow we'll meet. Bye bye.